Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Oh, it was that game. That game was stupid too.
Throwing on first down. Crocker. And right away, he lost the football. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
What's crazy is I chose the wrong play.
Maintaining the football defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defense is
talking
talking
about. I chose the wrong
about.
play, too.
Getting
Yeah,
the
that's why I ain't
football
want to throw
and
it.
either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. Crocker. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 3rd and long. Crocker. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Moore. Over the middle, complete. That's Pratt. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready. Big stop. Let's go. Go. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Check, 59, 59. Check.
Looking to throw. Moore to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Get the ball. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Check 59, Mike.
2nd and 6. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
To throw is Ward. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 6 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. He's fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
Man, we ready for that day next week. We can't wait to see him.
Maybe got a yard up to the 40.
We can't wait to see him.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally.
I ain't even watching the game, bro.
Didn't happen on that play.
Man, I don't know nothing. I just know what you keep talking. Just know you keep talking and stuff. You gonna hurt Bo and this that. Gonna hurt Bo and this, that, and the 4th.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own.
You just put somebody out.
Leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the gun on 3rd down. Crocker. Looking for Floyd, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Hey, dog.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things.
Mike
This one's
said,
mine. It's pretty easy to figure out.
I gotta get some stats. Mike said I gotta get some stats too.
In his decision-making process.
And an alley to run. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Yeah, only part that was light on his team, his offensive line was suspect. I know, that's why I told you. I know you about to get him straight.
Into the end zone.
Already know, bro.
Jacksonville. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
With the burn.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 14-0.
Hey, yeah, but Reggie White an animal over there, Tony. Oh, my God.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They juked him, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Oh, anybody that ain't... Anybody that ain't on the Chiefs, they ass.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half.
Everybody that ain't on the Chiefs, if they ain't on the Chiefs, they ass.
It does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
You say what?
And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Well, I ain't seen the Chiefs talk so much.
Probably not very deep
Chiefs
into their
been talking
script.
a lot since the Steelers got a new owner.
I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Man, no, you don't. No, you don't.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
No, you
The top
don't.
5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their
Man,
third
and we
this
still
game.
ain't seen it.
Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Man,
Yeah, I
look.
think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working
No, I
out.
ain't see it. Yeah, I did.
Throwing on 3rd and long.
So what have you done for me lately?
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Crocker. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
49, check 49, check 49.
Ward now, off play action, steps away to his left. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in
Kenji.
Hey, yo.
Kenji.
I don't know, man. I might have to turn into the stream and see what's going on over here right quick, man.
Nope. I can't do nothing.
They won't let y'all pick a play or nothing?
Nah, it's just locked. It's locked.
Oh.
No, dude. I'll take it, baby.
Go Go ahead, say some bullshit. Go ahead, say some bullshit. Oh. Oh. Hey, me too, bro. I would love for that, bro. I would love for that. I would love for to play you in the playoffs, dog. Then you get knocked out by me too. You gonna be, oh, you might quit Madden.
I'm just
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay,
I mean, you know.
ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
Good.
Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left.
Nah, you just missed it because I was waiting. I was like,
Every time I'm through, same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locked.
Who have you played?
So shocked it's nothing new. Okay, death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some.
I mean, whatever you was talking about, I'm just asking. Like, whatever you talking about.
When I put my foot on, they put on. I got that one. They wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge.
Said 38-17.
Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left.
Hey, look, for some reason, I do remember that. I do remember Good Jungle Game dropping on something on one of them shows.
Check out my giver, one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come?
Yeah, it's the.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear.
I told you his interior line is like he got some dogs that were placed, but he ain't had no interior deep lineman, offensive lineman over
It's
there.
unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Come on, set. The 70, Indy. He can't, man.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Game, bro.
You. Greystone, travel. Go. You go tight. You got go.
Jones. 4 yards on the pickup
are who
there.
you say you are, you
With a
should win.
third and about 4 more for first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
But who? For what?
And Adams has it. Good play. And he will
10
have
straight
first
Super
down
Bowls.
yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
When you do it.
With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Don't just make sure. Just don't downplay it now just because you're losing. You can't make it to them jumps. Right.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Here we go. 30 base. Who that? Switch. Topper. Hey, Haywood. Spike.
Operating from the gun. Crocker. He's got a rifle run deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well,
who is Neil Tice, though? He just a you. I mean, who is he, though?
Brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Hurry up. Watch the slash.
Well, show us some consistency, because the only consistent thing I done seen you this Madden is you losing the cracker or you have a playoffs, fool.
Off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right.
Wow,
he's
but that is it, man.
Away.
You keep coming out bringing my
Picked
name about the blue.
I'm
I'm telling you, that's the only consistent thing I
the
see.
return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense.
I'm just waiting for somebody else to try it.
They got one.
And don't think they
I'm just waiting for somebody else to try the same way and watch you add the same stuff that they try to do. That crap try to do.
Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one will swallow.
No, he tried to go man up on you and everything.
Defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Crocker dancing to his left. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Adrian. Hey. You want some more garlic toast?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check 31, check 31. Tighten up.
Off the play fake. Moore. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And got his man. Complete.
Look, dude.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 83 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. As he was shuffling right. You could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. From the gun on third down, Crocker, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here's Warren on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now Ward throwing on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back to throw. Moore. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 13 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But
and the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Come on, man.
Snags it for the pick. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off?
And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Rolling to his left. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. You remember me? Let's go, baby. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Let's go.
From the gun, Crocker. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Ready. Keep pressing.
2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Hey, Charlie. Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go ahead.
Operating from the gun. Crocker nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
This is taken at the 3. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
Yeah, absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Tight dog.
To throw is Ward. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And the return will be stopped at 34-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it with Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, Crocker. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always.
That's all you're doing is throw him on the ground. Yeah, dude.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. He sets to fire deep. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And an alley to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Let's make these babies cry.
On 1st and 10, Crocker. And this is Floyd, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw. Crocker. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back to throw. Crocker throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Here we go, here we go. 15-1. 15-1. Hey, check. 3. Hey, echo. X3. 218, chop it. Watch it. Go, get that.
To throw on second down, Crocker. It's caught here by Adams. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun, Crocker. And the Packers are in for the score.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen.
Yeah. Dude, easy if you want to take the coverage or you want to guard the quarterback. I'm letting you choose. Hey, I don't call them when people game plan. They try to jump my routes. Okay, slide that line back if you want them. That's all to it. What you doing, dude?
Oh, gosh. No, Shaq's sick right now. Everybody's sick. Damn.
No, man. That hurted me. They got a picture with Chandler crying on their news right now.
Yeah, that one of those news ladies, she need to get fired. Her ass fired ASAP.
No, I heard about it.
Los Angeles Knickers. I heard the jump. Dumb bitch.
What you doing? Come on.
Fucked up his daughter died with him, but I know he ain't mind going like that, cause that ain't gonna even do nothing but make him more iconic for real. As crazy as that shit sound. If we don't see that killer instinct from LeBron now, if he don't go get that Lakers ring, that Lakers ship this year for Kobe.
Hey, it's all what you give me.
And nigga Dandy tried to break out with that QB a couple of times.
Hey, I'm taking what the defense give me.
Hey, I'm all shocked.
If you gonna sneak and jump my route, I don't know, people just like sneak and jumping my route. So I was like, I figure if you playing with the linebacker, you got to choose one of them. Either guard my receiver,
all the way down just about.
Either guard my receiver or guard my quarterback.
Just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This one fielded at the 5.
I ain't even watching. See that?
Gets around him. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards
That
up to
one,
the 27-yard
pass,
line.
that one deep pass he got off was BS though, because my safety was back though, and he just.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Don't
Time
worry.
for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat
Don't worry,
safe
I'm back there.
that might actually pop and turn into a big play.
I used to play safety back in the
In
day.
this situation.
Stand over top. That's all we do.
And he's going to
Stay
go
over top.
down.
Stay over top.
Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, I ain't never seen Ant just decided to play.
All right, Coach, thank you.
He
We
was
welcome
on a
everyone
Bible.
back for
He was on a
quarter
Bible
number
class.
3.
Man.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the
I
second
accidentally shut
half.
enough. That was my fault.
And that drives coaches
Man,
insane, doesn't it?
I don't even know
They
the-
see
I-
that
I don't know
happen,
the
it
score,
just
Ken.
doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
I gave you 20. I gave you 25 plus yards on that. There you go. Do what you gotta do.
Ready? 59. Mine's 59. Check.
All right, we waiting on that. We waiting on that run. We waiting on the run.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Hey, your boy
16
looking for a
yards
back,
outside
man.
for the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
At this stage of the game,
Ryan, he tried to take my boy Bird from me. I'm like, nah, Bird good.
But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that.
I told him I'd give him Williams. He's like, nah, I want a Bird. I said, well, my roster's set, and you know, I ain't worried about no running backs at the moment. Well, I mean, nah, I still rock with Aaron. I still rock with Aaron. I still rock with Aaron. It's all good.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a
You can scheme my blitz all you want.
blitz that they just had against
You
them.
don't know if I'm changing up the coverage. Oh, that was my bad. Nah, I accidentally hit the button. I wanted you to run into him.
Quarterback, 37 yards, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
You acting like the young boys over here, man.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Yeah, I'm still broadcasting. It should be.
Returnable, it's out of the back of the end zone
Man,
for a
yeah,
touchback.
I'm going my next game with a fresh mind. I don't want to see nothing in that game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hold now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
He just throw the ball on the ground.
It's often unusual for the team that
He was
wants
trying to take a
get
sack.
it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
Aaron Jones right there now. I tell you I rock with him.
About the 40.
I'll tell you I rock with him.
Down as they're able to convert.
I'll tell you I rock with him.
Run by Jones. Here's 1st and 10.
I'm trucking them niggas. We giving them jokers stiff arms from here.
Operating from the gun.
Stiff arms from here.
Quickly here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there.
Hey, I was trying to get my yardage.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that.
Nah, we weren't about that.
What they really said.
Hey,
competitiveness.
I'm just taking what the defense give me, that's all.
The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his,
Mark,
and
tell
only
that
his.
nigga, you heard it all before.
In Jacksonville
I did.
territory now. Here's a 1st and 10. And he loses the football a second time. And the Jags grab it.
Nah.
He's got Keelan.
Hey, he just got 1.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy
I think the game felt sorry on that for you, though.
From a
There's no way.
perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that.
Hey,
That's what they've done all
I think the
long.
game felt sorry for you. It was no way. It was no way. You see how my man was? It was the whole open, it was good.
Following that fumble return, this will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to...
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Top 3.
Looking to throw. Crocker. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play.
Nowhere to escape.
Come on now. He won't let my man get the ball out. Come on now.
3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad. Number 3 right now.
He won't let my man throw it.
Don't even trip, bro.
No, I ain't tripping.
Man, him got a date next week.
I know.
43-yard.
You just seen him coach.
And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Yeah, you good? Yeah, you know you mine, boy. Hey, it ain't no hard feelings.
What we got?
Hey, Mark.
Hey, I'm making you work right now, though. That's all to it.
Hey, Mark.
You work.
Ward now on 1st and 10.
Hey, why didn't you want to pick that off, man?
It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense?
You know, this is.
You've got the ball.
But on the real, this is how I play against everybody, though. It's just, I don't know, man.
Nice effort to knock that.
Everybody cut the game out on me. I'm trying to just at least score a touchdown for the game over with. At least. Everybody pull the plug once they get the high lead. I'm like, man, let me work my dude, man.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort.
That was my rookie last year.
But it's 3rd down.
He's decent. I picked him up.
Passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Trying to set up Moss for go get it.
Shot taken on third down, but it's
I don't know why you trying to test my dude, man.
There's no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Hey, that's
they
what,
went to him
out
on
of him.
first down, second
I
down,
rather
third
before you
down,
throw it on
three
Alexander's side, you know what I'm saying?
When
Give
you're
him some
unable
points.
to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you.
Yeah, he was my rookie last year.
And out of bounds,
He was just getting
sailed
burnt
over,
last
right
year.
near the pylon. This one's going to be
They really
perfect.
gave him that.
Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. To throw from his end zone, Crocker.
Oh, come on now.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Well, you had to. Yeah, he was wide open on that.
On your own 1-yard
Ain't that he
line
overthrew him.
Oftentimes
He
you're
ran that
thinking
ball.
just run on any down, get some space there. They
You
elect to
made
throw
sure your
it.
ass ran
It
that.
cost him.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Here's Ward on first down. Going for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 57. Mike, 57.
Now Ward throwing again. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
What is he
And
doing?
it's gonna
He's just
wind
looking at
up
the ball.
Incomplete.
Come
However,
on,
we
bro.
do have a flag down. Let's check
He
in
just
with
sitting
the
there just
referee.
looking at the ball,
So the
man.
pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And
I
now
guess
where does the
the
ball
game
get
froze.
placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work
Hey man,
really,
if you
really
don't,
well
if you
for the
don't
guys who threw
act
it.
straight, man, you just take the force win, man. I gotta pack out my stuff tonight.
Here we go. On the base. We got it. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. 6. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
To throw is Ward. From the gun, he'll throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, my corners is standing
Down
up,
this
boy. I'm
close to the goal
surprised,
line.
bro.
First down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm
I
old
am
school. I want to run
surprised,
the ball
bro.
on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch.
2nd and 1. And that's
Somebody
gonna
should have
be
picked that
knocked
up.
away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
He was out of bounds on that one,
They
bro.
take a shot at the end zone.
I'm about to say.
But it's incomplete.
If they would have gave you that
Let's give this
touchdown, though,
defense some credit
I'm like, hey
now.
man,
They
you can
let
have
the guys
it, dude.
get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They come out here in the eye. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And
Come on
take
now.
This into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great
I done
play
cornered this
there.
one to just let you
His
run by,
second
dude.
touchdown on the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And they open the lead up now to 25. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their...
And hit behind the
Come
line.
on,
He
bro.
lost the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect,
He just barely
all the
tapped me
receivers
before,
in their
man.
patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
He barely tapped me before, man. Come on, man.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now contact up front as penalty
thought I was
markers
gonna
come
be
in.
on safety.
Who
That
is
was my
this
bad.
against?
Yeah.
He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage, or you're trying to... time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go to Barkley again, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. He may try and run for this. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Kermit. 50. Hey, Mike 57. Not here. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On 4th down. Moore going right side here, and that's complete.
Hey,
some collective
they let you
exhales
get that
over there
move
on the
right now. Come
sideline.
on
A
now.
big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back to throw. Moore to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Again, it's Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Dude. Get to the remote. Stop. He did it anyway.
From the gun, Crocker. Able to find Floyd. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Throwing on first down, Crocker. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
We've been around this league for
she's talking about Corey
Many
Bryant.
coaches never pull their starting quarterback. Almost no
I know
matter
Larry
the
hurt.
situation.
Larry feel the
In this
same way.
case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 2nd and 13. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Crocker. He's got the hook up to Floyd. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On the delay, Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Crocker. It's caught. Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. Crocker. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Touchdown.
2nd and 9 now.
Oh yeah, you put somebody out.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Who you put out?
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there. The number
Boy
of
was
times he's
catching all
been
over them
sacked.
boys.
Yeah, he's
He's back
staying
in
out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, Mike 7.
Give me this right here.
Check, Mike. Ready to go. Mike 54.
Oh, stop
On
right.
third down.
Come on, Will. Oh, there we go.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down.
I'm about to say, Real, come on now. He ain't gonna let my boy. He ain't gonna let my boy get through that right now.
From the 1 yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll try and run it in with Jones.
And Jones trying to redeem himself.
That's
all good.
Touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
I know what's
So
going
they
on,
will
man.
accept the penalty and move forward.
Yeah, man, I'm hitting X. It just, when it goes, I hit X and it goes down, I'm trying to hit X again. I guess it button is stuck, I guess.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw. Ward. And this will be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving.
Oh, come on now.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first
I read
downs,
that
just as good
perfect.
as running the football. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Right by
Last
him.
play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Gets through and now an opening. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Don't get nervous.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing.
That boy won't release it worth of nothing, bro. He wide open.
That play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. It's Floyd on the right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Crocker. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
Five.
Mike 5-4. Come on, D.
Shoot.
Throwing again. Crocker. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted on 3rd time.
That's good crap.
Picked off at the 30. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get
right
out
in
of
his
here with
hand.
victory.
Come on,
Yeah, this
man.
is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch twins. Watch twins. Check 26. Check 26.
Ward now. Going to throw again. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The Jaguars are winning. So long.